I have a lot of books in my library at home from doctors, professors, scientists, naturopaths, naturopathic doctors who are having success helping their patients to conquer cancer. And so I read them all, and I want to find the three common denominators. Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen. So knowing those things, it makes a lot of sense to alkalize the tissues. And even though there's the drop of only 1 point, the drop of 1 point means 60% less oxygen available at the cellular level. The other thing cancer loves is sugar. So these are the three common denominators I find. And so when people come to us wanting help to conquer cancer, you see what we do? We suggest a diet that's highly alkalizing. We suggest ways to oxygenate the body. In fact, some health retreats have hyperbaric chambers. Have you heard of those? We have one, and it puts oxygen in under pressure. And we also greatly eliminate the glucose, the sugars going into the body.
Did you know that excess weight and cancer often stem from the same hidden cause, chronic inflammation? When the body is constantly inflamed, it creates the perfect environment for disease to thrive and fat to accumulate. But what if I told you that certain grains can do the opposite? Instead of fueling inflammation, they fight it, helping your body defend against cancer while making fat loss easier. These secret grains have been used for centuries, yet most people overlook their incredible benefits. Packed with powerful nutrients, they naturally support digestion, balance hormones, and boost metabolism. So, do you want to know which grains can help you stay lean and healthy while protecting your body from disease? Stay tuned as we uncover 4 grains that kill cancer and burn fat. Grains that could change the way you think about food forever. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to our subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win. Now let's get started. Number 1, brown rice.
Is white rice good for you? White rice has been eaten for a long, long time. It is not as superior as brown rice. Brown rice contains a lot more nutrients. It contains the B vitamins. It also has fibre, and our gastrointestinal tract needs to be swept every day, and the fibre helps with that. Some people say to me, I don't like brown rice, it's too chewy, it's too hard. Well, that tells me that it hasn't been cooked enough. I was speaking with a Dr. Agatha Thrash. She has passed now, but she made quite a stamp on the health work. She's done a mighty work in her time. And she told me this story. She said that when she did post-mortems, she noticed a lot of people had little tiny scars all through their brain. And then she read a statement from a famous health writer that said grains should receive long, slow cooking. And so she cooked rice, and after half an hour she tested it, and she said there are a lot of starch granules still there. And she said the starch granule was about 6 times the size of a red blood cell. She tested the rice after 3/4 of an hour, same thing, a few less. After an hour, a few less. I think it was something like an hour and a half before there were no starch granules left in the rice, in any grain she tested. And she came to the conclusion that these many little scars that she would see in her post-mortems were because people are eating grains that are not cooked enough. So when you cook rice, whether it be white, whether it be brown, maybe it's in a rice cooker, turn the rice cooker off, but don't open the rice cooker for another hour. And being in the rice cooker, it will be hot and it will continue to cook. The reason why many people don't like brown rice is because it's chewy. Well, it hasn't been cooked enough. If it was cooked as long as it should be cooked, it would be soft, just as soft as the white rice. To get your family used to brown rice, maybe you can do half white and half brown. Even white rice, It needs that extra long period of time so that it's soft. If you were to boil it for that amount of time, it would be very sticky or gluey. So it's a good idea to cook it and then turn it off and just let it slowly keep cooking. But white rice is actually very good for people with irritable bowel, Crohn's disease, colitis, because it's a very low allergy food.
Brown rice is packed with nutrients that support overall health. It has powerful compounds that help prevent cancer and aid in fat loss. Unlike white rice, brown rice keeps its bran and germ layers, which contain fibre, vitamins and antioxidants. Fibre plays a major role in reducing cancer risk. It helps flush out harmful toxins and waste from the digestive system. This lowers the chances of developing colon cancer. The fibre also feeds good gut bacteria, which produce compounds that protect against inflammation, a key factor in cancer growth. Brown rice contains plant compounds called lignans and flavonoids. These have been linked to a lower risk of breast, prostate and colon cancer. They work by blocking harmful free radicals and reducing oxidative stress, which damages cells and can lead to tumour growth. Selenium and manganese, both found in brown rice, also help the body fight off cell damage and strengthen the immune system. Another key nutrient in brown rice is gamma-oryzanol. This powerful antioxidant helps reduce inflammation, which is often linked to obesity and cancer. Chronic inflammation creates an environment where cancer cells can thrive. By keeping inflammation in check, brown rice supports long-term health. When it comes to fat loss, brown rice is an excellent choice. The high fibre content keeps digestion slow and steady, preventing spikes in blood sugar. This helps control hunger and reduces cravings, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight. The fibre also promotes fullness, so people tend to eat fewer calories throughout the day. Brown rice has a lower glycemic index than white rice. This means it doesn't cause rapid blood sugar spikes, which can lead to fat storage. Keeping blood sugar stable helps the body burn fat more efficiently instead of storing it. The complex carbohydrates in brown rice provide steady energy without the crashes that come from refined grains. This makes it a great option for those looking to stay active and support their metabolism. B vitamins in brown rice help the body break down food into usable energy, which is essential for fat burning. Eating brown rice regularly can be a simple but powerful step toward better health. It supports digestion, helps control weight, and reduces the risk of serious diseases. By replacing processed grains with brown rice, the body gets more nutrients while avoiding harmful additives. This small change can make a big difference over time. Number 2, millets.
For your grains, the millet is alkaline. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I'm sure you can understand when I said it needs to be dressed. It's basically a bland grain, but it's very nice with the stewed apple and the pear cream and the sprinkles on top. Or it's also very nice if you have it with savoury, your lentils.
Millets are tiny grains packed with powerful nutrients that support health in many ways. These ancient grains are rich in fibre, antioxidants, and essential minerals that help fight diseases, including cancer, while also supporting weight loss. One of the biggest benefits of millets is their ability to reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to many diseases, including cancer. The antioxidants in millets, such as phenolic compounds and flavonoids, help neutralize harmful free radicals that can damage cells. This protective effect lowers the risk of cancer by preventing DNA damage and reducing the chances of abnormal cell growth. Fibre is another key factor in cancer prevention. A high-fibre diet helps remove toxins from the digestive system, reducing the risk of colon cancer. It also supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria, which play a role in maintaining a strong immune system. Some studies suggest that certain compounds in millets may slow the growth of cancer cells, though more research is needed to fully understand this effect. Millets are also great for weight loss. Their high fibre content keeps you full for longer, reducing hunger and preventing overeating. Unlike refined grains, which cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, millets provide a steady release of energy. This helps control cravings and prevents fat storage. Protein plays an important role in metabolism, and millets contain a good amount of plant-based protein. A diet rich in protein helps build muscle, which increases the number of calories burned at rest. This makes weight loss easier while keeping energy levels stable. Another advantage of millets is their low glycemic index. Foods with a high glycemic index cause rapid increases in blood sugar, leading to insulin spikes and fat storage. Since millets release glucose slowly, they help regulate blood sugar levels and prevent excess fat buildup. This is especially beneficial for people with diabetes or those at risk of developing it. The presence of magnesium in millets further supports metabolism. Magnesium helps the body process carbohydrates efficiently, turning them into energy instead of storing them as fat. It also plays a role in reducing stress, which is important because chronic stress can lead to overeating and weight gain. Replacing refined grains with millets is an easy way to improve health. They can be used in porridge, salads, and even baked goods, making them a versatile addition to any diet. Including them regularly can support the body's ability to fight disease while promoting a healthy weight. Number 3, spelt and kamut.
Spelt and kamut are wild hybrids of the original wheat. So let me give you the wheat story. The original wheat that God made is called Enkenhorn, or some call it just Enkhorn. And that original wheat had a very fragile protein or gluten structure. It is not sure when, but they estimate a couple of 1,000 years ago, Enkenhorn did a wild hybrid with a field grass and came up with the Emma strain of wheat. Its structure, its protein or gluten structure is not as fragile, but it's still fairly fragile. And in the 1950s, it was the Emma strain of wheat that was put through intensive crossbreeding, and it came up with the hybridized wheat that we know today. That hybridization of the wheat created an incredibly complex gluten or protein structure. Yesterday we looked at the starch that was changed, but today we're looking at how the hybridization process changed the gluten or the protein structure, and it's almost only a cast iron gut that can break down that very complex protein or gluten structure. That explains why so many people are gluten intolerant today. You look at the timeline. So it was the 1950s that the wheat was hybridized. It was the 1970s that it went worldwide. So by the 1990s, every pasta, every pizza, every biscuit, cake, cookie, donut, cereal, bread, it's all made out of the hybridized wheat. You see, the farmers love it, and I don't blame them for loving it because they get 6 times more grain per acre. Who wouldn't like that? They've got to pay their bills. But as I mentioned yesterday, it was zoomed through to help with the starvation crisis in the world, and safety studies were never done. This explains the gluten intolerance that we see today. The 2 most common symptoms of a gluten intolerance is brain fog and bloating. I meet so many people that have brain fog and bloating, and they almost think it's normal, or it can be blamed on age. Poor old age gets blamed for so many things. Isn't that true? Now this Emma wheat, it also did a wild hybrid to come up with a field grass and came up with the spelt. So the spelt, it has retained the fairly fragile structure, and if that spelt meal is made into a sourdough bread, the culturing process in the sourdough bread breaks down that protein or gluten structure even more so that it now has the original structure of the Enkenhorn. If someone is celiac, they cannot have even the spelt. But if someone's gluten intolerant or gluten sensitive, they can usually handle the spelt, especially if it's made into a sourdough bread. One lady said, "I don't like sourdough spelt bread." I said, "Well, you haven't tasted a good one. Please taste a few. Some are really good." So you have to investigate.
Spelt and kamut are ancient grains that have been around for thousands of years. Unlike modern wheat, they have remained largely unchanged, which means they retain more nutrients and offer unique health benefits. They help the body fight off cancer and support fat loss in ways that many people don't realize. Both grains are packed with antioxidants. These compounds protect cells from damage that can lead to cancer. Free radicals, which come from pollution, processed foods, and even stress, attack the body at a cellular level. Over time, this damage increases the risk of cancer. The antioxidants in spelt and kamut help neutralize these harmful molecules, reducing the likelihood of mutations that lead to tumor growth. Fiber is another key component. A high-fiber diet has been linked to a lower risk of colon cancer. Spelt and kamut contain a type of fiber that feeds good bacteria in the gut. A healthy gut lowers inflammation, which plays a major role in cancer development. When digestion runs smoothly and waste moves efficiently through the system, harmful toxins don't have time to build up and cause problems. Lignans are plant compounds found in these grains that offer protection against hormone-related cancers such as breast and prostate cancer. They help balance estrogen levels, which is important for preventing the uncontrolled cell growth seen in tumors. Eating spelt and kamut regularly can support hormone health, making them valuable additions to a cancer prevention diet. These grains also help with fat loss. Their high fiber content slows digestion, keeping blood sugar steady and reducing cravings. When blood sugar spikes and crashes, the body stores more fat, especially around the belly. By keeping insulin levels stable, spelt and kamut support a natural fat-burning process. Protein is another important factor. Both grains provide a good amount of plant-based protein, which helps build muscle and boost metabolism. A stronger metabolism means the body burns calories more efficiently, even at rest. Their nutrient profile includes magnesium and B vitamins, which play a role in energy production. When the body has enough energy to function properly, it burns fat more effectively. Magnesium also helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone linked to weight gain. High cortisol levels trigger fat storage, particularly in the midsection. By supporting relaxation and proper hormone balance, these grains make it easier to maintain a healthy weight. Unlike processed grains that lead to inflammation and weight gain, spelt and kamut provide long-lasting energy without the crash. They support digestion, keep hormones balanced, and help the body fight disease naturally. Adding them to meals is an easy way to improve overall health while reducing cancer risk and supporting fat loss. Eating them in their whole form, such as in salads, soups, or as a side dish, maximizes their benefits. Swapping out refined grains for spelt or kamut makes a noticeable difference in energy levels, digestion, and overall well-being. These grains prove that simple, natural foods can have a powerful impact on health. Number 4, quinoa.
Quinoa. I think we'll be having quinoa at another breakfast time. These are alkaline grains, but they're also gluten-free grains, so that's made them very popular.
Quinoa is often called a superfood, and for good reason. It's packed with nutrients that help the body stay healthy, fight disease, and even burn fat. Many studies suggest it can play a role in preventing cancer while also helping with weight loss. Quinoa contains powerful antioxidants that help protect cells from damage. When cells are exposed to harmful substances such as toxins from processed foods, pollution, and even stress, they can become damaged and grow abnormally. This is how cancer can develop. The antioxidants in quinoa, including quercetin and kaempferol, help neutralize these harmful substances and reduce inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to cancer, so keeping it under control is important for long-term health. Fiber is another key reason why quinoa supports cancer prevention. A high-fiber diet helps keep digestion running smoothly and removes harmful substances from the gut. This is especially important for preventing colon cancer. When waste sits in the digestive system for too long, toxins can build up and increase the risk of disease. The fiber in quinoa keeps things moving, helping the body get rid of these harmful substances before they can cause damage. Protein plays a big role in keeping the body strong and healthy, and quinoa is an excellent source. Unlike many plant-based foods, it contains all the essential amino acids needed for muscle growth, repair, and overall function. This makes it a great choice for people trying to lose weight because it helps maintain muscle while burning fat. Protein also keeps you full longer, reducing cravings and preventing overeating. Blood sugar levels have a major impact on both weight loss and cancer risk. Spikes in blood sugar lead to insulin resistance, which has been linked to both obesity and certain cancers. Quinoa has a low glycemic index, meaning it doesn't cause big blood sugar spikes. This makes it a great option for people looking to manage their weight and reduce the risk of diseases related to insulin resistance. Healthy fats in quinoa also contribute to its benefits. These fats help reduce inflammation and support metabolism, making it easier for the body to burn fat efficiently. Unlike processed grains that can slow down metabolism and lead to fat storage, quinoa provides the body with steady energy and supports overall metabolic health. Nutrients in quinoa, such as magnesium, iron, and B vitamins, help the body function at its best. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 bodily processes, including metabolism and muscle function. Iron supports healthy blood flow, ensuring oxygen reaches cells efficiently. B vitamins help convert food into energy, keeping the body active and energized throughout the day. Making quinoa a regular part of meals is an easy way to support long-term health. It can be used in salads, soups, or as a side dish with lean proteins and vegetables. Small changes in diet, like choosing nutrient-dense foods, can have a big impact on overall well-being. And there you have it, 4 powerful grains that help fight cancer and burn fat naturally. Small changes in your diet can make a huge difference in your health, and these grains are a great place to start. Which one are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more health-boosting tips. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay healthy and stay strong.